Om Namah Shivaya. On today's most auspicious occasion of MahaSHIVRatri, I wanted to stress on the importance of spreading Shiv Bhakti, spreading the unconditional surrender and devotional service towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. शिव भक्ति का प्रचार प्रसार हर व्यक्ति का परम कर्तव्य है, उसका जीवन का एकमात्र ध्येय है. And I will be quoting the example of Lord Krishna in this regard, and I will also be quoting the example of several great Tamil Shaivite saints who laid the very edifice and foundation of Siddhant Shaivam and Tirumurai. Beginning with Lord Krishna first.
In Mahabharata Anushasan Parva chapter 160, Lord Krishna says, नास्ति किंचित परम भूतम महादेवाद विशांपते इह त्रिष्वपि लोकेषु भूतानां प्रभावो हि स न चैवोत्सते स्थातु कश्चिदग्रे महात्मन न हि भूतम समम तेन त्रिषु लोकेषु विद्यते. Bhagavad Gita is just a part of Mahabharata, and in this shlok Lord Krishna himself is reiterating that Bhagwan Shiv is the supreme Godhead. Not only that, Bhagwan Krishna is saying that there is none equal to Lord Shiva. There is nobody who can even stand in front of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the source of everything. Each and every Dev, God, get their position due to the grace and blessings of the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is Supreme Godhead and beyond. Similarly, in the Vedas, it is instructed, Paratparatro Brahma Tatparatparato Hari Tatparatparato Ish Tanme Man Shiv Sankalpamastu. This Vedic shlok establishes again the Supreme Godhead position of Bhagwan Shiv and instructs each and everyone, including the Devatas, the gods, to immerse their thoughts always in the prayers, in the obeisance, in the devotion, in the bhakti towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. The same thing is being said by Lord Krishna himself here in Mahabharata. Prayatah prataruttaya dadhiya vishampate pranjalihe shatrudriyam tanme nigatatah shranu. Which means Lord Krishna here is saying that every day, every morning, bringing all his senses together and highly focused to the devotion of Lord Shiva, he recites the Shatrudriya and thus conveys his pranam and devotion at the lotus feet of the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. The importance of becoming a Shiv Bhakt is highlighted by Lord Krishna in his life. In Mahabharata Anushasan Parva chapter 14, the shlok says, Rudra Bhaktya tu Krishnain Jagat Vyaptam Mahatmana. Which means Lord Krishna had utmost Shiv Bhakti, devotion towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva within himself. And that devotion towards Lord Shiva made Krishna universal. Yuge yuge tu Krishnain toshito ve MahaSHIVrah bhaktya paramaya chaiva pritaschaiva mahatmanah. This shlok says, in every yug, in every time period, again and again, Lord Krishna has been the Param Bhakt of the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. And he has tried to please the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva with his unflinching devotion towards Bhagwan Shiv. As far as the depth and the profoundness in devotional literature towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva and Lord Murugan is concerned, I have always been in fascination and in awe towards the Tamil culture. Currently we are seeing a lot of misconceptions being spread about Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva, misconceptions of demigod, etc. But this is nothing in comparison to what the Tamil Shaiv saints had to face during the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th century and so on. The persecution and the hardships and the adversities that they had faced is inhuman. But still they were able to usher in a golden millennium of Shaivam just on the basis of their devotional songs or devotional hymns, which later on became the most revered Tirumurai. And the pioneers of these great Shaivam Renaissance were the four main Tamil Shaiv saints who were also known as Samaya Kuravar. Their names are Tirupnan Sambandar, Tirupnav Kurasar, Nampi Aruran, Manika Vasagar. These are one of the foremost leaders in the Nayanars. They were among the pioneers in the Nayanar saints, the great Tamil Shaiv saints. One can listen to their devotional hymns in Tirumurai of these Nayanars like Tirupnan Sambandar, Sundarar, where we will see how they revolutionized the collective consciousness by preaching the gospel of love, devotion and unconditional surrender to the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. The Nayanars comprised of saints from every section of society, and this Tirumurai can be recited by anyone. Here I would like to tell a very inspiring story from the life of a Nayanar saint called Nandanar. Nandanar was born as an outcast and faced great discrimination, unfortunately, throughout his life. But he always had devotion towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva, whom he saw as his own family, as his father and mother. He worked as a farm laborer, and one day he had a great calling that he needs to go visit a Shiva temple which is now known as Shiv Lokanathar temple in Tirupunkur in Tamil Nadu. He sought permission from his landlord so that he can get a leave for one day, but his landlord never gave him permission. He always stressed that Nandanar should rather focus on tilling the farmland. However, Nandanar persisted. Again, he requested one evening to his landlord that he will just go visit the Shiv temple and come back within a day. The landlord said, "Now it is the evening time. Tomorrow morning you can leave and come back again tomorrow. But by tomorrow morning, before you leave, the 43 acres of land needs to be tilled completely." Nandanar was just ecstatic at the very thought of going to visit and have darshan of Lord Shiva in the temple the next day. However, he was worried how he shall complete the tilling of 43 acres of land in one night. He prayed to Lord Shiva. The next day, the next morning, Nandanar wakes up to sound of commotion. He comes out and he finds to his amazement that the entire 43 acres of land is completely tilled. The villagers prostrated before him, gave him various offerings. The landlord also felt ashamed by his earlier behavior towards Nandanar. The villagers said that he is the chosen one, and Lord Shiva himself came and tilled the land for Nandanar. Nandanar went to visit the Shiv Lokanathar temple, but unfortunately, since he was considered an outcast, he wasn't allowed to enter the temple. Undeterred, Nandanar decided to have the darshan of Lord Shiva from outside the temple premise. However, the big stone statue of Bhagwan Nandi stood in the way. Nandanar prayed to Lord Shiva that once in his life he wants to have the darshan of his father, that is Lord Shiva. Immediately, as a miracle, Bhagwan Nandi moved a few inches to the side so that Nandanar can have the direct darshan of the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. Even to this day, if you visit Shiv Lokanathar temple, you will find the stone statue of Bhagwan Nandi slightly moved to the side. This shows that the compassion of Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva is for everyone, and he belongs to everyone, irrespective of their background or social status. He is indeed the Parmeshwar, Maheshwar, Pashupatinath. There is a lot to learn from the great Nayanar saints. My health has not been fine since past few days, so I will be detailing about them in coming videos. However, I would like to conclude this video by a very wonderful song dedicated to the Nayanar saint Nandanar from Nandanar Charitram. Nandanar considered Lord Shiva as his father and mother. Through his devotional songs, he made others also feel the same devotion towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva. Here is one such song about Nandanar. I have tried to capture its meaning in English and Hindi. This is from Nandanar Charitam. Let us continue what this great Nayanar started, that is, keep spreading the devotion towards the Supreme Godhead Lord Shiva across the world.
என்னப்ப நல்லவா அல்லவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா கண்ணாரமுதக் கடலே ஓற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி கையிலை மலையானே போற்றி 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 என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா அப்பன் திருவருள் சொப்பனமோ எந்தன் அப்பன் திருவருள் கற்பிதமோ என்ன அற்புதம் இதுவே கற்பிதமோ என்ன அற்புதம் இதுவே ஆடிய மாதனே அம்பலவானனே ஆடிய மாதனே அம்பலவானனே நாட கருணையை ஏழை அறிவேனோ அறிவேனோ ஏழை அறிவேனோ என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா பொன்னப்பன் அல்லவா பொன்னம்பலத்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா